Yo, what is up, everybody? We are back for week 3 of the World Cup. I don't know if you guys are super excited for that, but I am. With the privilege of watching the last United States game with my wife tonight. So, probably enjoy some nice hot wings and watch that game. Um, a lot of surprises. A couple upsets came out of week 2. So, we'll take a look at some of that. Probably do check out some standings real quick. Mexico won all 3 of their games. Top of the league. They actually kicked off week 3 yesterday, and I believe Canada as well. And they won all 3 of their matches, which is fantastic for them. Notably, South Korea lost to South Africa. Did not think South Africa was going to make it through. We'll take a look at my bracket in a little while, and we'll see where everything stands. If I was right or wrong on more or less of it. Um, you know, things are looking pretty crazy here for Group 3, or for Week 3 rather. You see a lot of these teams have already played here. Switzerland, top of their group. Canada finished second, just barely. Bosnia and Herzegovina down by one point. So they're sitting there in third place. I think 4 points gets them through. Some of these teams that only won one game maybe okay. People that tied and people that got 0 points definitely out. I'm pretty sure on that. We'll see how things shake out with the rest of the teams. Brazil only made it through with 7 points. Morocco also 7 points, but behind them on goal difference. Scotland hoping they scrape by, but negative 3 goal difference might be a little rough. I think there's going to be some tiebreaker matches on Sunday, so that could be cool. United States sitting top of their group. Their third match is starting in less than an hour, so we're going to try and get through this so we can catch that. Going up against Turkey. No one saw this coming. Turkey, last place, 0 points. Hoping to keep them there, but maybe they beat us by a couple points. Even then, like I think they've honestly they've got to score like 4 to pull ahead, and like really pray that Australia or something. Maybe they can score 3. Maybe they can get away with 3, and then Paraguay beats Australia by 1. There's a situation there in which Turkey could actually get second. Australia's had a couple surprises for us. Paraguay, actually a little bit of a disappointment, I think. But it was a mid group altogether. I honestly anticipated the United States being a little bit lower, but first place was where we sit. Germany today. Holy smokes, guys! I, I didn't check it out. I missed it. I was working, but I think Germany, maybe because they were already at the top, they kind of let some of their starters rest or something. But they ended up losing against Ecuador. There was a late game stunner. I don't want to say super late. I checked at like 75 minutes or something, and Ecuador had scored a second. So that's cool. Um, Egypt. Egypt up at the top of theirs. I think this is their first time ever making it out of the group stage, is maybe what I was hearing. Great for them. They still have extra games to go, so let's not count our chickens yet. Belgium, probably a little bit of a disappointment there. Um, Iran kind of sort of tied with them, so I don't know. I anticipate Iran and New Zealand to get bumped pretty quick, but we'll see what Belgium does. Spain needs to do as good in third week as they did in second week. Second week was a vast improvement on week 1. Uruguay sitting there in second, kind of tied with Cape Verde. Nobody saw that coming. Cape Verde hanging on by a thread. They're really praying for a point or something. I don't know how they get to week 3 or get to week 4, the round of 32. We'll see what happens with Cape Verde. France and Norway, really looking forward to that match tomorrow. I believe it's tomorrow noon Pacific. Sounds right. So that match is one that I've been anticipating for a while. You know, we've got Erling Haaland versus Kylian Mbappe. It's gonna be a big deal. Senegal and Iraq, we're not worried about. One of them probably beats the other one and probably doesn't make it through. They're whooped on goal difference pretty hard. Argentina, let's go. Messi still scoring goals. Messi top of the golden boot race, I guess, if you will, for this World Cup. Keep it up. I want to see it happen. That's about the only prediction that I think we've gotten right so far. I mean, France on top. We did predict that as well. But didn't anticipate Norway being so close to them. They've both played the other two teams. Now they got to face each other. Great. Portugal a little bit behind. Slow start there for Ronaldo. Last week he did score a couple goals. For you Ronaldo fans out there, congratulations. He didn't get his hat trick, but he was close. He did okay. Um, he's keeping them in the race. So they stay second. They should be good. I mean, Congo has to score 6 goals, or Portugal has to get scored on a few times. Like, we'll see what happens there. But I'd like to see them move forward. I'd like to see them win that group, and then they end up facing Argentina here pretty quick. I want to say that would be quarterfinals. That'd be a nice match. Not sure where they end up if they finish second, so that might be something to look at. England and Ghana tied. That, I mean, Ghana beat England. That was not something that we saw coming, right? Week 2 did not see that coming. Ghana is a good team. They're pretty well developed country over in Africa. They've got a lot going for them. A lot of fans too. They have a lot of fans behind them here as well, which is surprising. Like, some of the countries don't seem to have as many. I mean, you watch a Brazil game, that whole crowd is yellow, no matter what. I don't care who they're going against. England, a lot of fans there, but we'll see what happens. What do we got coming up here? Maybe check some stats. Ooh, if I could, I may not be able to check any stats. There we go. Okay, Golden Boot race. Lionel Messi, 2 games played, 5 goals scored. Vinny Jr., 3 games played, 4 goals scored. So he's not going to beat these other 2 guys right now. We'll see if Brazil has some longevity and they make a couple more games. Could be good for them. Norway, 2 games, and Erling Haaland and Kylian Mbappe also tied with Vinny Jr. there, with the 4 goals. Some of these other guys are averaging 1 goal per game, which is very respectable, but they are now down in 5th place. A lot of guys tied for 5th place. It's only been 3 games, guys, for some of these people. So, Germany right here, though. This guy, he only played 2 games, so he must have sat out one or something happened there. He's got 3 goals. Yeah, and then it really falls off, guys. So, I think we'll have to see what happens in week 3. Who makes it through? You're going to see guys that are up near the top and their team didn't make it through. So hopefully something interesting happens out of that. But right now, love to see this. Messi up at the top. Kylian Mbappe pretty close. Erling Haaland there. Vinny Jr., nice surprise there. Assists looking pretty bland. Not much to talk about there. Let's jump over to our bracket, and while we're doing that, we'll check out the standings so I can see. Let's see what we're right and wrong on here, guys, with our bracket. I'm gonna mark this thing up. So we're gonna do greens for good, I guess. So if I was right, Mexico right, Korea not right. Wow. Okay. I had Bosnia at the top there. That's not happening, but Canada is happening. Morocco is happening. Brazil is happening. They're flopped, but I'm gonna do just top 2 here, and we'll talk about that later. United States, absolutely. Turkey, sad day. Germany, yes. Ivory Coast. No, I had Ecuador. Let's see. Netherlands, yes. But then I had Japan. So we're off a little bit on that too. I had Belgium top of this other group, and then Egypt as second. Egypt's in, Belgium's out right now as of this week. Group H, Spain, of course, at the top, Uruguay in second. Thank you guys for coming through for me. France and Norway, right where I put you. Fantastic. Argentina and Austria, right also where I put them. And we have Colombia and Portugal flopped, but still in the top two. Fantastic for me. This is looking a lot better than it was after week one. Here towards the end, the beginning of the bracket, still rough. England and Ghana I had last, and they are second. Not that I was disrespecting them, but I watched Panama do really good, and I watched Croatia. I mean, Croatia has some great players. Made it to the semifinals, I think, a couple years ago, or actually the final. I think they made it to the final. They have a lot of those players. Notably, those players are like 8 or 12 years older now, but they still got them. So that's rough for them. So we have those. Let's mark the ones we were just dead wrong on. So currently, it looks like Korea might be. They might be going out. I don't know, but they're certainly not here. They are borderline. Bosnia and Herzegovina. They are. They might make it through. They might make it through in a third place. Yo, maybe I should teams that are gonna maybe make it through. I'll give you guys a yellow. How about that? We'll go yellow with these boys. Korea might. Bosnia might. We're getting down here to Scotland. That is a big maybe. And they are dependent on other teams and maybe tiebreakers. Turkey. Ooh. Guys, I gotta go with heart here. I believe Turkey might pull something off. I'm just hoping that they do, okay? Oh man, that was a weird little I gotta do maybe. Ecuador. Where are we at? They're a maybe as well. So these guys that I had up here, they're looking like maybes. Sweden also a maybe. Belgium could pull it off. They have a third game. I'm gonna give them a maybe. I'll give them a maybe. And then we'll go down to Panama since they were the other number 2 team. Panama looking bad. I am dead wrong on Panama. So we're gonna go with an X for those bad boys. That's our top twos on all these teams. The teams that are in second, notably. South Africa. I had this dead wrong. I had that dead wrong. That is crazy. You know, let's just stick with top two. That's gonna probably take us too long to go through all these. I gave Scotland what I gave them because they were down a little bit, but everybody else, there we are. This is week. What did I say? This is week 3. So let's check. Let's check our percentage here on the top twos. Okay, I was right on. There are 12 groups, right? 10, 11, 12 groups. So we'll divide by 24. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 out of 24. I am 70% right after week 2, guys. Guys, I gotta give that like a green, right? I gotta give it like a green. I don't know. Green? Blue? Blue? We're gonna go blue. Okay. Blue, and we have 70. Whoa. Percent. 70. Give me my 0.8. Give me my 0.8%. Okay. There we are, guys. Week 2, 70.8%. Let me save this real quick. On here. Second week. Okay. Looking a lot better, guys. Last week we were having a time. 54% last week. So looking up, guys. I still wouldn't go with any bets if I gave you any advice, but there we are. Let's check a little bit of news. See what happened in the last couple days here. Let's see. Where's all our news at on this thing? 6. Maybe we just go to home. See what here is here. Headlines: Pulisic starts on bench. So Pulisic's going to be on the bench. That sucks for U.S. team fans, but you know what? We've been doing okay without him. Japan book Brazil. Japan beat Brazil? Did that happen? I don't know. Oh, Japan's going to go against Brazil. Okay, I see what they're saying here. That's crazy. So we're going to start seeing brackets build up for... Can we actually see brackets right now? We can see brackets, guys. Look at that. Germany will be playing, I think, on 4th of July. If they win that match, assuming that they win. Let's not assume with this World Cup. It's been something. Canada versus South Africa. All right. Who knows? Netherlands, Morocco. That's a nice matchup. We have Bosnia and Herzegovina. That is guaranteed. So there we go. Some of these teams have guaranteed their way in, I guess. Brazil and Japan. Hoping for Brazil there. Ivory Coast versus who knows. Mexico there by themselves. Argentina still by themselves. Switzerland. We will build this out. We'll see a little bit more later in the week. I'll probably do another one of these right before the group stage starts. Maybe Sunday. Maybe I'll do another one of these on Sunday. Or not group stage. I'm sorry, knockout phase. Anything else? Ecuador stunned Germany. We saw that. So they're going to the knockouts. They won. Great for them. Oyarzabal there with Spain, doing great things, still scoring goals. He's one of their older players, been to a number of World Cups. He's scoring, doing good things for them. Lamine Yamal scored his first goal here. They actually had him start last week, I guess earlier this week. So good for him. FIFA's going to allow rainbow flags at the Egypt match. Egypt-Iran. That was a big deal, I think, last year. There was a big stink about pride flags at the Muslim matches. I did see that they removed the beer logo from the man of the match as the Michelob Ultra beer logo. They removed that for the Muslim players that were winning man of the match. Have your opinions what you will, but I think the best course in life is just to always be respectful of people. That's just me. Chouameni rallies France to win. So I believe the coach of France, his father died, so he's not going to be there for the match. He left, and the team and the captains are trying to pump up the team for that. It was like, hey, yeah, we need him. Yeah, he's not going to be here, but let's win this thing for him, right? I didn't read about the racist remarks stuff. Not particularly interested. It's a sad time, but it seems like weekly there's some sort of racist stuff coming out during any kind of soccer matches. Like I said, best course of action, be respectful of people and their cultures. Shtick retires from Czechia after World Cup exit, so Czechia not making it to the knockout rounds. One of their big players left. I don't really see too much else. They're actually not starting a bunch of the U.S. men's team. The guys that have yellows, they're not starting them. We've already made it through, so they're gonna take it safe for some of those players and start them on the bench. Germany goal came after boot to the head, so why was it allowed? That's interesting, but they got beat anyway by Ecuador, so maybe don't kick people in the head. Um, good players. You certainly don't want to piss them off because they can back it up. FIFA president, he is flying thousands of miles going to every game. I have seen this guy on TV multiple times a day. It is wild. Anyway, that is what we have for the World Cup. Hopefully you guys are watching. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. Probably will not be back in the United States for quite some time. So hope you guys are soaking it up. I think it's very cool that it's here. Unfortunately, we weren't ready for it and didn't have the money. So tons of celebrities have the money to make it to the World Cup. Sabrina Carpenter, Rio Ferdinand, Saw. Oh my God, what was her name? Alexandria Daddario, the girl from Baywatch, the new Baywatch movie that came out a few years back. She was there making fun of David Beckham, who's at like every game. Um, Quite a few. The row for Norway's been making its rounds. That's been pretty cool. Yeah. Well, there we are. I am going to hang it up because we have a match starting soon, and I do have a card rip to do here. So I will be hanging this up and starting another stream just to do the card rip. Thanks for stopping in if you guys are in for this World Cup Week 3 update. Enjoy.